Okay, so we are live now. Welcome to another episode of Entab CampusCare EdTalks, an exclusive platform where we invite pioneers from the education industry to share their years of experience and insights with us. So, before moving forward, let me introduce to NTAP. With an experience of more than 2 decades, NTAP has been associated with over 1,500 schools across India, evolving them to become new age digital campuses by providing them mature and futuristic ERP, CRM, and mobile apps. In today's session, we'll discuss that how children should be taught about thoughtful gifting. We'll understand that how it can teach children about the importance of experience over materialism. We'll also learn that how can parents imbibe the same values in their kids. So to understand the same, we have Miss Mittra Sinha Roy, the principal of Adamas International School, Kolkata, West Bengal. For her contribution to the field of education, ma'am has been awarded with the Best Principal Award by SOF. So, welcome to the show, ma'am.
Thank you. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am. So, moving forward, ma'am, do you agree that gifting is one of the best ways in which we can teach a child that having experience is much bigger than materialism?
Gifting itself gives you a feel-good factor. Children should be taught to give gifts. First of all, they learn to share. They learn to think about the other person. It takes thoughts out of themselves and focuses on the other person. More so, they learn to share. These days, in nuclear families, children are not used to sharing. They get everything themselves. So gifting, of course, gives them this opportunity to share. There was a study conducted where $5 was given to a group of children, and they were asked to spend it. Okay. So some of them spent it on themselves, and the others spent it on others. The rest of them spent it on others. Their happiness quotient was measured. Yes, the first group who spent the $5 on themselves were also happy, but the happiness was transient. It did not last for a long time because soon they grew dissatisfied and they wanted something more. But this other second group, their happiness lasted a much longer time. So it has been proved, research has proved that gifting does add to our happiness quotient. It gives us pleasure beyond that current moment. Yes, so children should be taught gifting.
Beautifully said, ma'am. Absolutely. So, moving forward, children today demand nothing but expensive games, then phones, gadgets, and nothing is wrong in that because they should be updated with everything, right? But, ma'am, how can parents teach their children about thoughtful gifting by gifting them something that they can remember forever on their birthday? For example, giving a sapling every year by which they can create their little home garden.
See, parents should first of all teach children delayed gratification. You spoke about material gifts. Yes, we have 1 or 2 children each, and we lavish them with gifts because we are able to. But I always feel that our children these days, they can't take a no for an answer. So first of all, they should be taught delayed gratification. If they want something, there's no need to give the child or the youngster the gift immediately. You can always delay it for a bit, saying that, okay, yes, you'll get it next week once your exams are over, or something like that. Then they learn to take a no denial for an answer for the time being. It gives them good training because life is not always going to give them all positives.
Absolutely.
Life is going to deny them a lot of things that they want. So this delayed gratification is very important. Material things, yes, of course. I mean, children are happy with material things. They should be getting it. But, as Mother Teresa said, the best thing, if you don't have anything to give love.
Love, yeah.
So they should be taught that when they are gifting something, they should think of the person to whom they are giving a gift. It is not that, well, this is an expensive gift, I like it, so I'm going to give something like this to my friend, right? The friend may not appreciate that, or the person whom they are thinking of gifting that may not appreciate that at all. This has to be taught from a very young age, because even as adults, we tend to do it. Often gifting is, satisfying our own egos. We give a very expensive gift because it reflects our status. But we don't always think whether the other person is going to appreciate or will find it useful at all. Or sometimes we gift things which we do not like, which we do not need. Surplus gifts that we have, we often pass on, and I think everybody does that. But this is a very thoughtless gifting. It's not thoughtful gifting. Thoughtful gifting is when you are thinking of the likes and dislikes, the personality of the other person, and then you think of a gift for him or her. Absolutely. So children should be taught thoughtful gifting. You said saplings, yes. But you see, again, saplings, for little children, giving a sapling or planting a sapling doesn't make so much of sense. Rather than that, they can think of doing something which is really going to give a lot of pleasure to the other person. Right. Spending time with grandparents. They can spend time with grandparents. With their friends, they can think of something that the friend really has been wanting or looking forward to. Parents, the mother, they can think of something that the mother really wants. That will make their gifts thoughtful. In our school, I remember we once had called over children from a mentally challenged school. They were mentally challenged. And our children we told them to spend some time with them, share activities, share a dance with them, a song with them, both of them performing together, both the groups. And this really gave pleasure. This was gifting. This was gifting, not material gifting. But it gave a lot of pleasure to the other group because it made them feel included.
Included, happy, so and yes, happy. Part of the group.
Part of mainstream. They could come to a big school, they could participate in a fete or a function. Right. And so they felt very happy. So this was, in this way, we tried to teach our children. Similarly, a lot of thoughtful gifting. I'll tell you, my last birthday, my granddaughter, who's about 8 years old, of course, now we are all in different locations, she arranged a Zoom party for me with games and everything. She invited a few people. It was a very, very thoughtful gift because she knew that I was all isolated here. And, both of us are separated, isolated here. We couldn't meet people. So I think that was a very thoughtful gift again. So, yes. If you just if you can teach children to think of what the other person likes, what the teacher likes on a teacher's day, what the mother likes on a mother's day, that way we can really teach them the art of gifting, thoughtful gifting.
Definitely, ma'am, definitely. So, moving forward. So, we are almost at the end of the webinar. So, ma'am, how can the audience wants to know that how can schools contribute to teaching kids about thoughtful gifting? Like a classroom can collectively gift a student or recognize a student when they have done a good deed.
Right. I just mentioned one incident where we organized this program.
Yes.
Similarly, spending time at old age homes for senior children, or organizing things which they can do, like on a summer's day, if they go out and they gift cold drinks to the rickshawalas and all that. So these are thoughtful gifting where you're bringing comfort to that particular person. And in school, for smaller children, on Mother's Day, Teachers' Day, they can be asked to make cards
for them.
Cards for the mother, keeping in mind the personality of the mother, what the mother likes. Not just a card that I make, my drawing. It's not that I'm showing off how good my drawing is. It is my love which is expressed through my drawing, but the card should have a theme which talks about something that the mother likes or the mother does.
Absolutely.
So that way you train, take their minds off themselves and focus on the recipient, on the person who's receiving the gift. That is thoughtful gifting. It can be in many ways. Gifting a good recipe to somebody, cooking something good for someone, somebody who loves cakes or who loves cookies. You can, someone, they can be taught to make cookies and gift it. So there are many ways one can do thoughtful gifting.
Yes, absolutely right, ma'am. So, yeah, thank you, Mitra ma'am, for sharing your beautiful views upon this beautiful topic. And it was great having you with us, ma'am. Thank you so much, ma'am, for coming.
Thank you. Thank you for having me here.
Thank
and
you.
giving me this opportunity.
And thank you, ma'am. And for our subscribers, for our viewers who are watching us, if you haven't subscribed our channel yet, so please do subscribe our channel for regular updates. Till then, stay happy, stay safe. Thank you.